The only thing I'm going to say is, have you ever just felt pent down and helpless? The following article that I'm going to read, I can only turn on a comedy type tone. Because when you read the madness, what can you do but laugh? I mean, you're supposed to grab a machete and run outside and start doing things like cutting down grass. But this is the type of article that will, you can't do nothing but sit back. And I'll just say this before I start reading it. Man, the United States is under attack, and this article proves it without a reasonable doubt. And I'm going to be bringing you so many articles like this in the 2023 to where you going to tell yourself, what? Like, dude, what happened to my, like, dude, where's my government? You know, like that movie back in the day, Where's My Car? Like, dude, where's my car? Where's my government? And then you will find out the sinister reality is that it's kind of like you go into a restaurant and get cussed out by the manager and be like, I demanded mayonnaise on this hamburger or no mayonnaise. I want the manager right now. And the person at the cashier tells you, damn it, I am the manager. Get your ass out of here. You know, that's what our government has become. But without further ado, let me read this madness. And I'm going to just call it Nonnie Lotusflower Gets a Boob Job. Anyway, a trans-identified woman, inmate with a history of violence against women, has been given gender-affirming breast implants while in prison in a woman's prison in Washington. Nonnie Lotusflower, born Nathan Goninen, is currently serving a 10-year sentence for the brutal murder of 17-year-old Jessica Franklin. Rest her soul. Goninen murdered Franklin by strangulation just hours after being released from prison in 2007. Her body was found beneath an underpass in Bellingham, Washington, and a forensic examination revealed signs she had been assaulted in the way that humans are very, very extremely disgusted by. I'm trying to keep this video up, so I'll avoid that S word. You already know what I'm talking about. Goninen was convicted on second-degree murder charges, manslaughter charges. Second degree? Wow. Interesting. In other words, Jessica, your life doesn't have any value. And for the record, Jessica is white. Okay, I'm just saying. I know we try to say that it doesn't matter, but yeah, in America it does. Love it or hate it. Anyway, let's continue to read. In 2009, while serving his sentence for Franklin's death, Goninen was charged with attempting to break out of prison with another inmate. Because, you know, in his mind, or her mind, damn it, I don't deserve to be in no jail. I didn't do nothing but murk and take something from a 17-year-old. What the hell is the matter with these people? Let's continue to read. While it is unclear when Goninen was transferred to a women's prison in 2017, this guy was transferred to a women's prison in 2017 after he launched a lawsuit against the Washington State Department of Corrections citing discrimination on the basis of her gender identity and demanding access to gender-affirming surgeries. The ACLU entered the complaint to support Goninen in 2018. On June 20th, a whistleblower employed at the Washington Correctional Facility for Women spoke to the National Review and revealed Goninen had successfully undergone breast augmentation surgery while incarcerated. The correctional officer, who was not named due to concerns over professional repercussions, noted that Goninen had recently been escorted on a medical leave from the prison to get breast implants. The officer stated that the three members from the prison's specialty emergency response team took Goninen to Spokane, Washington for an appointment prior to the surgery and then to Gig Harbor to undergo the procedure. Because we know it is an emergency when a tranny in jail has got to get some titties. Anyway, let's continue to read. Hold on, let me see how much time I got left. Okay, I still got 5 minutes. Let's continue to read. One of the members told me that they drove for an hour and that they drove for hours and 10 minutes. That they drove for hours for a 10-minute appointment. Then they had to take him again for his surgery, and he recovered at Airways Heights Correctional Center. The whistleblower explained to National Review. Despite having the quote-unquote top surgery, the anonymous officer did confirm that Gonanen is fully intact down there and is regularly noted as engaging in sexual activity with female inmates. Gonanen currently has a profile listed on CageLadies.com, a dating and pen pal website for female inmates. His profile shows he has extensive facial tattooing and describes himself as a tattoo artist. Washington State Correctional Facility has multiple disturbing male transfers, either presently incarcerated at the institution or recently released. Anyway, the ACLU actually, I forgot, it may have been another article, but the Justice Department actually issued the letter stating that Gonanen was not to be discriminated against based upon genitalia and how he looked. Wow. This is going on in your country. And I'll tell you this is why they hit you upside the head with Kanye West and all this random news. Meg Thee Stallion, and it'll only be a few days before they come up with something else. You will be bombarded with story after story after story while this level of madness is going on. And there's no telling what they are teaching your kids at school. I would highly recommend, because something about abusers, and I'm talking about sexual abusers, is that they want access to little folks like this dude who killed a 17-year-old. One way that they get it is that I've always said they get it in the areas of America where parents ain't looking, plain and damn simple. Wherever there's neglect, much of that lifestyle is something that's born out of neglect. It straight up is neglect, abuse, and parents that got their eyes closed, because we just blindly send our kids to school and trust that they're being taught their lessons. There's no telling what they are teaching your kids. Because if the Justice Department, the State Department, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant the State Department. If they will issue this type of stuff and say that they know a full and complete male, and see, they have to do this. The reason why they have to do it is because a person like me, and just human beings in general, are going to say that if you're going to try to say that there's a third gender, then build a third jail. But it doesn't happen. Either you got to take a natural born man and put him in a man's jail, or either you got to take a person who's identifying as a woman, even though he's a man, and he's going to continue to do the things that a man does, and put him in the jail with females. At the end of the day, he's going to have sex with those females just like any other man. And you can call him whatever. You can say whatever that you want to say. You can ideologically attach whatever belief system that you want to. But at the end of the day, he is behind bars having sex with women. And I'm going to tell you something about women. They often like dudes that are like that. Freak shows. And the reality is that the turf groups want the women to be looked at as victims, and they want the women to state that they're victims. But the reality is that there are just a class and women who by looks can only get a dude like him, and women who are attracted to dudes like him. And not all women are little bitty Barbies and little bitty, Kim Kardashian. That just ain't reality. A lot of women like a big, nasty, stinking ass dude. And a lot of women are drawn to criminal class violating ass men. So they're engaging in sex with this guy openly, despite the fact that they as women know that he murdered a 17-year-old child. Wow. I'm out.